We are live on the Miguel and Holly and the Hits 961 Facebook page for Queen City Confessions.
If you want to submit your anonymous secrets, text the word HITS with your secret and send it to 96893.
And I was going to say today, if anything dramatic happened over the St. Patrick's Day weekend, because there's lots of drinking and partying.
Correct.
Definitely spill the beans. But our first confession already deals with St. Patrick's Day shenanigans. So it's perfect.
Oh, good.
Here we go. I had a crush on one of my coworkers. He's about 15 years younger than me. I saw him this weekend while out for St. Patrick's Day, and he told me that he's so happy to have a mother figure helping him and mentoring him at work. I've never been so embarrassed because he said it in front of all of his friends.
That's awful. there's like nothing. What can we do here?
There's
but
nothing,
like,
because I mean, obviously, homeboy meant it, in a nice way.
But also, maybe just don't do that.
Yeah.
Maybe don't refer to people as like motherly or fatherly at work. Because that's awkward. I think that might be awkward for anyone. I don't know that anyone wants to hear that.
I feel like maybe if you were like, I really appreciate you mentoring me with your experience, that's the way I go about it. But telling anyone you're like a mother or a father figure, probably not a good way. Unless they're like 75 and then you're like, thank you.
It's kind of like you don't say anything if you think someone's pregnant. Like, unless you see a baby coming out of that person. You don't say anything about pregnancy.
Right.
You don't tell someone that they're motherly or fatherly because that's probably not going to go over well. I understand how it's thought to be a compliment, but put yourself in the other person's shoes for a minute. Like, this person does not want to be a mother to anybody at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's the takeaway.
Here's another confession. I woke up Sunday morning after drinking all day Saturday for St. Patrick's Day to 5 unsent messages to a guy I've been trying to talk to from Tinder. There was also a box of pizza next to me in bed.
Oh.
I think I'm not drinking for a while.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you can make rough choices when it seems like a good idea after that green beer kicks in.
I might have say, but you know what? I would give yourself an exception. It was St. Patrick's Day weekend and shenanigans do happen.
Right.
Here's another Queen City confession. I just moved into this new apartment in South End. 2 of my neighbors are an older couple who are living here while their house is being built. Every time I see the 2 of them together, they wave and say hi and catch up for a bit. Whenever I see the guy by himself, he comes in for a hug and stays in for 10 seconds longer than I feel comfortable with.
Oh, boy.
Plus, he never does that when his wife is around. It's super creepy to me, and I'm not sure if I should say something to him or to his wife. Do you say something?
You could say something to him and be like, oh, no, thank you. I'm not into hugs.
Yeah.
Like, you can put that boundary up because you don't owe anybody a hug. I mean, I don't know if you necessarily bring the wife in and create all this drama. You could, I mean, if you want to.
Right.
But it might not end well or go the way you think it's going to go. But you absolutely should tell that man, I'm not hugging. How about a nice handshake?
If you've ever experienced that before where someone at work or in your neighborhood is a little bit too handsy and a little bit too close, how did you handle that situation? 1-844-HITS-961.
1-844-448-7961 or text and put the word HITS with your message and send it to 96893.
All right, it is 7:31. Now we got to get to Blown Off. And Holly, who are we trying to help get together?
Deanna, she needs some help with Rodney because they had like this pretty great date at Outback, according to her anyway. But of course, we also got a hold of him and he's like, something happened when she did something to her meal that turned me off. It was like instant ick. And she, I believe, has no idea.
All right, well, let's see what this